Okay, welcome back. We've got the first. Oh well, okay, fine. Steam. Apparently, you're gonna intervene. Um, Thanks, Steam interface. Appreciate that one. We've got a dumb boss fight that's not great, and is a sign of things to come. To be perfectly honest, this is my memory. Seems about right. Oh, hello. Hello? Are we good? Oh boy. We're seeing some of the jank. So you can see he's like taking down my shield and it's not... Okay, so there, once I start losing actual health, and since I can't... My vision is so limited, I can't see if he's actually swerving off to the side or not. Like, it's very... Like, suddenly I'm in a pinch. So you really... It's really pattern memorization more than anything, which, frankly, to my memory is, Oh, right. That was the turn for them to drop guys. All right, we're getting back in the groove. All right. At some point, since I'm gonna keep failing this, probably I should probably just rip the thing off as well and see how long it lasts before it burns out. Because I do have that option. But man, some of that clunk is. Are we in? We're in. I honestly don't even know if this is a real combat, because the the encounter is so canned. Like, all of these moves that it's doing are non-reactive to my anything I'm doing, so it doesn't even like switch phases early if I do a certain amount of damage or something like that, or take extra long if I don't. I still take damage down here for reasons. It's so canned that I'm honestly not sure. Actually, I'm wondering if I just find a safe space and just wait for them to do what they want to do. Is that the best way to do everything? Oh, God. Okay. It doesn't help if I get to the combat and fail anyway. Because those guys do have an actual set amount of health. But I'm not sure the ship does. To the point that... Well, I don't want to artificially extend it and prolong my suffering. Should still make a concerted effort to, you know, hit this effectively. But... See, at this point, like, even the shots are all... Like, they're all basically pre-programmed. I have very little in the realm of, like, actual damage avoidance. Like, this is not cover. Like, you can see me still taking hits because he's hitting my feet, which I guess is technically fair, but little, like, why? You guys gonna help at all, or you just want to watch? Oh God. Yeah, I'm too spoiled by modern combat systems that have iframes and, you know, reasonable animation canceling and stuff like that. Oh, well. Didn't get the chance. Alright. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is like the old 2000s problem of, you know, bad AI, so everybody snipes you from across the map, except for instead of sniping me from across the map, it's hitting me with a gun I through the tiniest hole in cover. I assume this is another... Okay. Ow, fuck me. Holy shit. I don't even know what's hitting me some of the time. Like, it just looks like I'm taking explosion damage or something. As a reminder, this is on normal difficulty. This ain't no Dark Souls. Like, there's no not comparing it to that. The third person semi-melee combat, it's hard these days not to compare it to Dark Souls, so might as well just concede that this ain't it. Genuinely curious what the maximum damage you can possibly do to this thing in any given cycle is. Get off the thing. Damn it. Okay, that's an actually better place, because it... Well, no, you can still see it, like, trying to hit my feet. What the heck was that? You know what? Fuck it. I said interact. Oh my god. Hello? They just snuck up on me too. Like, you didn't hear it, and you didn't hear them until, Yeah, man, I forgot that, like, once you get hit in melee, all your animations stop. Like, it's basically like it's a low-key stun lock fest. Well, that's an execution. Alright. And turning black and white does not help me see any better. I think I've talked... What was the last game I talked about this with? Where they... In your damaged state, you go into a visual... It might have been Necromunda, actually. I think it was. It's just like, you made my vision worse at the time I need it most. Like, it does seem to take actual damage. I don't know if it's based on the number of hits or just what stage of the battle you're at when you get the last hit in, though. Because it's like, it's not taking a big chunk. Get off the gun. Oh my god. I think the problem is I can't get off the gun when it's overheating. And the screen shake and everything, it's lovely. I guess we shall see how much of this is overhauled by the knowledge of whatever, 14 years when the sequel comes out? I think I'm still getting hit in the back by the fucking ship. This is a terrible fight. It's not a good first impression for a boss. This is technically a first boss, I would say, right? Alright. Let's break this thing off and see how good I can do. Oh my god. Why are you so fiddly? Pick up the damn thing. I swear it shoots worse. Like, I swear the projectiles have longer fly time. Also, it's absolutely ruined my fucking vision because it's pulled the camera way into the back of my head. So now I can't see what's happening at all. Like, I can't back up because I can't even tell where I am because we're so tight on the... Ugh, gross. Oh, you know what I didn't notice? I do actually have infinite energy on this thing. Could have sworn that was not the case. I thought we had context earlier where we showed that was not the case, but apparently I do. Huh. Alright then. Well, then that makes this probably dramatically easier. I mean, this shooting is way harder. Because everything... I can't properly articulate to you how bad this actually feels to shoot. Both the sheer input lag for... like, built in. Like, not because of... like, in the game itself. Like, between me clicking and a projectile exiting the gun is a substantial amount of time. You might be able to hear it based on my but between the input lag on actually firing the gun and the travel time, like, this feels bad, to be honest. Like, not the worst thing I've ever played by a wide margin, but it's the same thing as, like, the lag on me even like moving side to side. Okay, well, I guess that was it. That was easy once I ripped the gun off. That's really dumb. I also really did not expect that plasma cannon to just level the ads that quickly either. That was kind of crazy. I thought they would prove to be relatively ineffective for whatever reason. All right, part 2. I guess we wrecked it right before it hit the doors.
Some Imperial Guard units made it here after all.
They cannot hold for long. We must hurry.
So I do need to, now that we have better context, I need to correct something I said before. I did a little looking into it to check my information, because I'm, as I've mentioned, I'm fully willing to be wrong in a lot of these things. And I was incorrect. The Titans that they are building, they do have full clearance, and it is well known that they do manufacture more of them. So those are, I was off base on that. There are some of them that they do not have more of, do not have the STCs, or they're not allowed to be used. But not for this type.
I need urgent assistance at Manufactorum Ajakis. They're after the experimental device. The device is safe for the time being. I've drawn them off, but now I'm trapped. If I die, you must keep the device out of enemy hands, or he'll be unstoppable.
Ooh, that pan was really rough for some reason.
Was nearly ready.
That is actually interesting, because part of the problem in that playback is actually video compression, but there's also another thing going on there that I'll talk about in a second.
Keep moving.
So there's an experimental device. The Inquisition is here, which is never really a good sign, canonically. Usually means some shady shit's going on, and you don't want to know about it, because they might kill you for knowing about it.
Sir, machine god by joining corpse removal crews at your designated evacuation center.
So what was I gonna say? So there was a problem there, because that video playback from the Inquisitor is like it looks like crap because video compression and playback in video games has been bad for a long time, but especially in the mid 2000s, it was pretty exceptionally bad. But it does bring up an actual in-world thing, which is which was, I think, intentional in part in that cutscene, which is just one of the things that's really interesting about 40K to me, among other things, and very unique about it, is that this mix of incredibly high tech and incredibly low tech at the same time, and how they manage to combine those two tech levels in ways that are very believable. Where and sometimes it's in-world lore building, and sometimes it's just uniqueness to the setting. I'm thinking of things like there's just like technology that was never made because it was never called for, or because they had a completely different way around it, such as like using, you know, psychers and things like that for communications, things like that. But one of the things, I can't think of really almost any other property that does it very much at all, let alone as prevalently, is just this mix of high and low tech all at the same time. And so the idea of like, yeah, that shitty hologram's good enough, and for whatever reason it's just like not a priority for them to make that better.
They will not stop until they break through that gate.
We must disable that crane.
What was the I was looking for the button for hello melee. What's going on? It was weird. I don't know why I was not meleeing there, but oh, the camera is really all over the place too. You know, actually the most severe issue that I'm having right now, more than anything, is just the framing of the camera is really rough. It's a very tight cone of vision. It's very close to my back, and it does not interact well with the environment. So anytime I'm up against something, like look at that, it just snaps. It's trying not to clip through stuff, so it just goes right to the back of my head, and it's awful. Okay, let me remind myself. Oh, that's right. I can't check the controls. One moment. Let me look over. Oh, good thing Chrome or whatever, Steam still pulled up the picture that I had pulled up from the internet, because that's the only way to see it. No, that's not what I... Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Oh, well, that's not even... I didn't even mean to do it, but I figured it out by accident the wrong way. By bumping the wrong button coming out of a menu. Alright. Let's see.
Personal message, cat.
We should take a stop and listen to those at some point, see if they're any good.
More humans to kill.
Oh, that exchange, you can go back and run that frame by frame if you weren't looking at it like I was, but the exchange of I'm losing shields and I'm losing health, but then I gain health while losing more shields because of the way that I don't have any invincibility while doing that incredibly long execution, but I get healing right at the end. It's very weird. It's terribly implemented, frankly. I'm not gonna say it was... Oh, God. I'm not gonna say it was without merit at the time that it came out. But certainly since then, this would be deemed unacceptable by current standards. And I think even at the time we had enough exceptions to this that we should have demanded better. Oh, okay. Alright. Let's take a quick breather. We'll be right back.